Hello Cancer, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your reading for January 2019. This reading is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon and Cancer Rising sign. I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please watch your moon sign or your rising sign. Just quickly want to say thank you to all my subscribers for all your likes, all your comments, all your shares. For private readings, all the information is underneath this video. Right, let's go ahead. Let's move the camera a little bit. Sorry guys, so you can see it better. Right. Your first card is King of Pentacles, followed by the Justice card, followed by Three of Pentacles, and your Spirit's message is Knight of Swords. We have the World, followed by the Queen of Wands, Five of Swords, and your Spirit message is Three of Wands. We have Knight of Wands, followed by the Three of Swords. We have Eight of Pentacles, and your Spirit message is Queen of Swords. Okay. Right, it's a monthly reading, so we will have beginning of January, middle of January and end of January over here. Your first card is the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Good connection for ladies, if it's your partner or you're dealing with someone. For men it could be a friend or someone you're dealing with, maybe doing business with or something like that. The person is is very reliable. You know, the earth signs, they are quite trustworthy, reliable. The earth signs, you know, so down to earth, very good with money. Actually, could be if you need, maybe if you're dealing with some financial issues, that could be a bank manager or someone who can give you a financial advice, or you can borrow money from this person. They're usually very good with money, the Virgo, Taurus or Capricorns. Very efficient, the best actually workers, particularly the best workers, you know, they're so reliable, they're always in time, they're efficient. Very nice. If for the ladies, if you're looking for love, and that could be your partner or someone new coming into your life. But I think it's more about something to do with work. We've got Three of Pentacles here, we've got the King of Pentacles here, and we've got the Justice in between. There might be some sort of, with the Justice card in between, it's a sign of Libra. Libra is air sign. There might be some sort of legal documentation if you're dealing with maybe you're applying for mortgage, maybe you're applying for the loan, and then some papers needs to be signed. You're dealing maybe with some, I don't know, it could be if you're divorced, maybe you're dealing with the lawyers or solicitors or something like this. And the Three of Pentacles could be actually a three-party situation, or if it's a work, a career situation, it could be like you and your partners, and you might be signing some sort of documents, or some documents needs to be notarized or that sort of issues. I don't see any negativity over there, to be honest, because justice talks about the justice. If we talk about legalities, then the justice will be served. You will get what you wanted from this situation. Quite positive actually over here. I see more as if it's three people working, especially if you run your own business, for example. It could be just three of you running, or if you're like maybe in managerial position, it could be like three of you working together as a team. If there is something you're planning with the Justice card, maybe documentation, preparation or something, the Knight of Swords actually telling you, go for it. And that's what it advice for you. So don't stand still, don't beat around the bush. You can go forward with that sort of energy. It's very ambitious energy. It's also it might be some sort of ideas you will be coming ahead, and the card is saying to you, yes, you can implement them. Card of implementation, moving forward, not looking back, actually, a little bit, how to say, being a little bit brave and a little bit maybe, how to say, it will come the word. It's not so much ambitious, but sometimes slightly overly ambitious, but nothing wrong with that. Very nice energy. If it's a person, then it could be air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, someone who is very young, hasn't reached the maturity of the king, you know, just sort of maybe just before 40 years old. And we go to the middle of the month and we got the World card, successful completion. If that was at the beginning of the month, you might be started something, that's where you needed to sign some legal documentations or deal with some legalities, notaries or stuff like that. Then you have, by the mid of January, you will successfully complete that chapter, dear Cancer. It's a card of expansion, I would say. It's actually going into the world as well. Maybe you're dealing with the foreign capitals, maybe you're dealing with the foreign investors, or if you have your business, you start trading with people abroad as well. It's also a card of traveling, maybe exploring the world, going somewhere, learning foreign languages, anything which is connected with the foreign lands, or successfully completing that what you started at the beginning of January. It's the last card in among major arcanas, and that's what it says. The chapter is over, finished, successfully completed. We have a Queen of Wands. It could be, I know it's a fire sign, Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, but it could be actually talking about your energy, you being entrepreneurial, because Queen of Wands is very entrepreneurial. She is, sometimes quite often, she transfers her business into the career. Because she's very creative, very talented, she's also very artistic, but she also knows how to earn money out of these talents of hers, and that's where she might be taking her talents and transfer them, you know, her creativity into the business. So it could be represent you with having that, you know, King of Wands for King of Pentacles for some of you, and Three of Pentacles, working as a team, working, you know, on something new actually, and having justice in between, keeping that maybe some sort of legal documents. You might be just opening something at the beginning of January, and then that's where in mid of January we see you started implementing it, completing the bureaucracy, the paperwork, and actually started doing something with your business. There will be some sort of if there is three of you, or maybe if you're working with a team, there will be some sort of discrepancies. Some people will have their opinion, they will try to push their opinion a little bit stronger, and there will be some, it's not arguments in a way of being shouting at each other without no reasons. No, it will be a fight of opinions, whose opinion is stronger, who thinks they're right. It's more in a working sort of environment. I see it more, someone is more pushy than others. Sometimes it's not very pleasant, because it's very hard to work with a person who is not listening to you, who only think that you know, he's always right, his opinion or no one else's. Could be you behaving like this. If you are behaving like this, make sure that you sort of don't upset people around you, because that you know, will be hard for you to continue working with these people. Someone who is a little bit stubborn, maybe a little bit how to say it, overly confident. Yeah, that's what I see that person in your environment in mid-January. Three of Wands will be time for you actually to start receiving something. You will put a lot of efforts if you started something new, started new business, started new career, started new project at work. You've done all that in the mid of January, and it will be time for you to start waiting for your ship to come back to you with the results of your hard work. You know, if you put a lot of efforts in developing this small business, maybe transferred it or transformed it from your hobby into career, or maybe you're doing some other project at work. I think now it's a time in the mid of January for your ships to come to you, as the profits will come, benefits will come. You will get what you invested into it with extras. Really nice, money-wise maybe, or by recognition, by being successful. The success is coming, recognition is coming, or money is coming to you. I sort of don't think about how can I turn this into relationship for some of you. Maybe if you're dealing with the King of Pentacles, if it's your partner, there might be some, could it be that there is a three-party situation and there is a divorce? Could be then the card is saying go for it, you successfully completed that chapter. Maybe, you know, there will be some argument and there is another woman that is involved, which is the Queen of Wands. We can interpret it this way. And by the end, mid of January, you will be able to receive some sort of positivity coming towards you. Dear Cancer, that sort of energy we can talk about. There's no sort of like love, there's no lovey-dovey cards so far, there's no cups for you, there's no sort of, if there would be, there's only one I can say is, for some of you, is separation and divorce and dealing with legalities. We go to end of January and I see Knight of Wands is, Knights usually talk about how situation develops, or as I mentioned, if it's a person, then it's someone who hasn't reached the maturity of the King. He is somewhere who is maybe just below 40. And this one again, it's a fire sign, Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, again very sort of for some ladies, you might get involved with someone. He might be actually younger than you, and you just wanted to have some fun. But these people, Knight of Wands is the player. He is not ready yet. The stereotypical type of this Knight of Wands is the player. He got so much sexual energy, he's very attractive, he's very talented, it's interesting to talk to him, it's interesting to spend time with him, but he comes in, he rushes in with all his passion, with all this fire energy, and then he disappears out of your life as quick as he appears. And I can see that's what probably happened to some of you. He will break your heart. I think, you know, maybe when you got involved, you haven't expected, you know, that it will turn up like that. But yes, that's why you watch the forecast. So make sure if someone appears in your life by the end of February, don't get too emotionally involved, because this person can break your heart. Protect yourself. Take it one step at a time. Don't let him in within you too. Don't let him too close. If you want to have fun, enjoy the relationship, but don't let him break your heart, because he will if you let him. Because he is not ready. If you, for example, looking for someone to settle down, have family or something like this, someone for a long-term relationship, that is not the right person. He hasn't matured yet into the King of Cups. He still wants to have fun. We have Eight of Pentacles. You will be working really hard. It's all about, you might actually throw yourself into work after this, if you know, you will be dealing with this Knight of Wands. But money-wise, it's good. Work-wise, it's good. Money will start coming. You remember, you mid of January, you were waiting. They will start coming. It's also a card of perfection. Is someone knows what he's doing, someone who is master of his trade. Whatever profession or vocation you have, you do it to perfection. It's also like maybe working hard on this relationship, but still getting that in response. That's very painful. You might actually invested some money into this person as well for some of you. And that's why it's so painful as well. I see the Queen of Swords over there as an advice. Actually, she is an advisor. The King of Swords is air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and usually talks about solicitor. Talks about psychologist. If you're suffering, maybe go and speak to psychologist or psychotherapist, counselor, someone. Could be a consultant or advisor, someone who is very wise. She is not interested much in emotions, but she is very intelligent, very clever. She will be able to help you to get a clarity of mind if you need after this breakup, or clarity of mind actually as the solicitor, someone who is in a legal profession as well. So that's what the cards are talking about for you, for some of you guys. You know, it's a general reading. It might be just for some very sort of small group of you, Cancers. Let's see what Lenormand cards are saying about this situation. We have, yeah, someone is wearing a mask. Someone is not genuine person. Playing a game is, okay. Well, the anchor talks about long-term relationship, and I think the cross is saying it's dead. The cross is like a death card in a tarot, but a death card in a tarot deck talks about transformation from somewhere, where here it tells you that you carry that heavy burden of this long-term relationship, which is where someone, either you or the other person, is wearing a mask, is not genuine. Look, he is playing a game. I'm sorry to say that, sort of, got a woman there as well. There's another woman. I told you it's a three-party situation for some of you guys. And I think we're talking about legal separation, legalities with the solicitor and with the justice. You might be actually here with, it could be with the King of Pentacles you're separating from, or you could be seeing the financial advisor in order to know how to legally separate yourself from financial point of view as well. Let's see what the Romance Angels Oracle cards are going to say to us. Your first card is love yourself first. You're lovable. Yeah, yourself. Let me put my glasses on. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So yes, concentrate on yourself, dear Cancer. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I think it talks about we tend to, after being deceived or having a bad experience in a love and relationship, we sort of close our heart to other people. We don't allow other people into our life. And I think after you recover after this, the card is saying it will be safe for you to love. Don't project, you know, your previous experiences or new people in your life. And trust. The situation is calling for you to have trust. And I think here you need to trust yourself, my dear Cancers. So, and maybe learn to trust in future, because if you've been deceived, and if there was three-party situation, it's really hard to trust to someone, especially if someone wears a mask. This relationship was a burden. It's a long-term relationship with the anchor. For some of you it's marriage or a long-term partnership. Yeah. Right, I'm sorry, you know, it's not very positive reading today, but that's all I have for you. I will be publishing mid-month readings. Maybe we'll get some other energies for you, but watch your moon sign or maybe ascending sign. Maybe you will get more information over there. Thank you very much for being with me in the last year and still supporting my channel this year. And see you next time. Goodbye.